Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I'm going to be talking about the news we got out of Digifes 2021. This is all old news by the time you actually see this. It's been close to a week since the actual event happened, and longer since this stuff leaked, because it leaked a few days before. But this is sort of an impromptu video. I had planned to have Volume 9 of Do You Love Your Mom, a video on that up, but I have not finished reading that, so... And anyway, this news sort of got me in a bit of a Digimon kick anyway, so I've had some ideas for some Digimon videos, so you might see a couple more after this. But anyway, let's talk about the news. First, before we talk about the stuff that actually came out of Digifest, we got to talk about Digimon Survive. It was announced that it wasn't going to be at Digifest a while ago, and then a week or two before the event on August 1st, it got sort of like it was announced that it was delayed again. I don't know what's going on with this game. What was it announced in 2018? It was announced in 2018, said to come out 2019. And then they delayed it. Said, we jumped the gun, we announced it too early, we said it was coming out too soon. Okay, cool. And then it got delayed to 2020, and then it got delayed to 2021, and now it's delayed till 2022 sometime. So we've known about this game for, 4 years by the time it comes out. It better be good. It looks neat. I like the idea of like a visual novel, like RPG hybrid, where the choices you make in the visual novel parts affect what happens. Like, that idea is cool, but it's just taken forever. This was supposed to be a quick game they sort of popped out in between Hacker's Memory and the next story game, and it's taken a long time. So, like, if it gets delayed again, they're going to have to release the next story game as sort of like a holdover for Survive, and it's kind of getting ridiculous. But anyway, no good news out of Survive. I'm still looking forward to that game. It looks fun if it ever comes out. But now it's time for the actual Digifest news. And we're going to start off with the thing that I don't really care about much, and that's the Digimon Adventure 02 movie. I sort of don't care about Digimon Adventure much anymore. Like, I grew up with Adventure in 02, and I still like those shows. Try really sort of soured me just on the Adventure cast as a whole. I watched the first Try movie. It was okay. I was ready for more. The second one I just didn't care for, and didn't finish. I finished the second movie. I didn't watch the other four. I haven't watched Kizuna, which is what this adventure movie is. This 02 movie is going to be a sequel to. And I haven't watched the reboot. I'm just sort of staying away from adventure stuff for a while. I'm sure I'll go back to them eventually, but as of right now, I just don't really care that much. What is this? This 02 movie, there's like a short little teaser thing with the voice actor for... Oh, what is his Japanese name? Daisuke? Davis in English. I think Daisuke in Japanese. Where, like... Oh boy, I watched it, I don't even remember. Basically, the first chosen child, I guess. In the poster, I assume that's going to be his Digimon. I don't know. They do this a lot in all the adventure sequels, where it's like... And maybe it was even hinted to before. Like, maybe in the first adventure, I haven't seen it in a long time. Maybe they hint that there were chosen children before, but it feels like that's all these sequels have. Like, Try came out, and right away it's like, oh, their teacher had a Digimon, and this lady had a Digimon. And then from what I've heard of Kizuna, the same thing kind of happens there, where there was just another kid that had a Digimon. I don't know, it feels like they only have one story to tell, and they just keep telling it. So I'm not all that interested in this. Adventure 02 fans, hey, I remember you guys talking about how you felt shafted from, like, when you were basically excluded from Try. Here you go. So if you're an Adventure 02 fan, this is probably exciting. I just don't really care all that much, but I did get good news out of this, and that is Digimon Ghost Game. So I'm sort of done with Adventure, and I'm all about these new shows, right? Try was coming out, didn't care for Try. I watched Atmon. I really liked Atmon. It's not the best Digimon show, but it was good. Better than a lot of them. And so here we go, just something brand new. We don't know much about it, but it's exciting, right? It's not a retread. It's not a continuation of Adventure again. It's not a reboot of Adventure. It's something brand new, and we don't really know anything, and I'm excited about that. We have this first poster here which leaked a few days ago. The O2 poster leaked too, before Digifes started. And in this poster here, we just got presumably the main characters here, and some Digimon silhouetted in the background. The artwork here looks a lot like it was done by the v-tamer manga artist. So if he's involved doing character designs, that could be fun. I really liked v-tamer, though I haven't read it in a while. And also the writer for v-tamer basically said, hey, keep an eye out. There's good news coming. So if the writer for v-tamer is involved and we got Yabuno doing character designs, like, I don't know, that's exciting to me. And then also we've got this artwork of the Digimon themselves, right? And I'm going to assume for now that they're all rookies or childs, because we don't really know if there's going to be like some gimmick in this series yet, or if it's just going to be a more straightforward Digimon show. So we've got, what is it? Gamamon, the little T-Rex. Not T-Rex, he's a Triceratops. I'm probably going to do that a few times. This is presumably the main kid's, not even presumably, he is like the mascot of this show. I think he looks great. He really stands out from sort of the rest of the main Digimon from previous seasons, right? He's a dinosaur again, which is a minus in my book, but he's a Triceratops, so that's a little different. And he's like got a really nice color palette, I guess, right? It's very different from what we had before. For like most of the Digimon seasons, they go with red, right? Red means you're in charge, or like yellow, something like that, right? Cross Wars had red, Tamers had a red Digimon lead, Frontier had the main guy be red, like stuff like that. And he just really stands out if you look at him with the rest of the like main Digimon. Like the closest one he resembles is Gatchmon, because they're just both white, but they both look good. I'm excited for this. Next up on the right here, we have Jellymon, which is just a girl with a jellyfish head. This is probably the weakest design of the three, because it's just a human with a little funny hat. Like, I don't mind that as we get higher up in stages, but that being, again, presumably the rookie stage, I'm not really big on that. We'll see how it goes. And then finally over here, we've got Angoramon over on the left. And he's just a giant, like, Yeti rabbit, and he looks cool. And I was thinking about this the other day. Again, if these are all rookies, he's like the biggest rookie partner we've seen. Maybe the biggest rookie Digimon, period. Like, in that previous poster I showed, his silhouette is huge. So if he's that big, like, he's a big boy. I think that'll be neat, because I don't think we've really had that. Like sort of like the big partner Digimon, right? Like, 'cause they're always real small, because they always have to be like, if it takes place in the real world, they have to be sort of hidden, or things like that. Like Adventure 2, where they always went to their in-training stage, just so they were easy to move around. It's like, oh, they're just stuffed animals. Well, now we've got like this big Yeti thing, and I'm excited for that. And the last sort of bit of news here is something else I don't really care about that much, and that is Vital Bracelet news. Apparently the Digivice here in the new show is going to be just a Vital Bracelet. And that's probably one of the most disappointing things about this new show to me. Just having the Digivice just be the new toy is kind of a bummer. I would have liked to see, I don't know, just like its own Digivice, right? Every other season before it has had sort of its own unique Digivice thing. There was Data Squad, which was sort of similar to one of the V-Pets that was out at the time, but it was still its own thing. It was different. This is just a Vital Bracelet with a different color strap. And then we've got, we got the Gamamon Dim card here. We've got the new Digivice-v that comes packed in with the Gamamon card, and then we've got Angoromon Jellymon cards here. I don't have a Vital Bracelet. I'm not really interested in getting a Vital Bracelet. I'm kind of cheap. And they're like, what, $60 plus importing, and then you got to get all the dim cards. I'm okay. I'll just stick to the English releases of the virtual pets that are like $20 when they release here instead of like the 50 or 60 plus shipping. So I'm not really interested in this. It's a bit of a bummer that presumably the Digivice in the new show is just a Vital Bracelet. But other than that, I'm excited. I think, like, anything that's just, like, new, right? Because, oh boy, how long have we just been getting, like, adventure stuff straight? Since 2015, 2016? So, like, 4 or 5 years, we've just been, 5 or 6 years, we've just been getting adventure, and then we had Appmon sort of in the middle. And then I guess we had the games, which are sort of over there doing their own thing as well. But, like, when it comes to the anime, it's just been a lot of the same. And if you're a fan of adventure, that's cool. I'm just sort of tired of those characters, so I'm glad to be getting something new. And then adventure fans are also getting something with the movie. So I think the news that came out of this was sort of, like, everyone sort of gets what they want. Unless you're a fan of the reboot and you wanted a second season of the reboot. Then you don't get what you want. But if you just like adventure and you want more of those characters, you get the Adventure 02 movie. If you like Digimon and you want something new, you get Ghost Game. So, all around, I think it was pretty good. Survive getting delayed is a bummer, but yeah. That's going to do it for this video. I'm excited for Digimon. I don't know how I'm going to watch it or when. I watched Appmon after it had finished, so I could just sort of plow through it. And I don't know if I want to do that for Ghost Game. But we'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.